Hi there, I'm Guitar Hero 1885, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Ridge Racer Revolution for the PS1. It's the sequel to Ridge Racer, a classic PS1 game, racing game. It's updated, I guess. I wouldn't say the gameplay or the graphics are updated. But there are certainly more cars to select from, and there are different tracks. I did play Ridge Racer quite a bit back in the day, the first one, on PS1. When I got my PlayStation, it came with Ridge Racer. Got it second hand, and it came with Ridge Racer as part of the bundle of games that came with it. This car that we're looking at right now was one of two cars you could choose in the first game. It's not bad. We'll take a look at some of the other cars. There is music that goes through the game, but I've turned it off for copyright reasons. Apparently, there's issues with copyright problems with game music, so I've turned that off. It's got a nice dance soundtrack though, a nice sort of techno dance soundtrack as well. Those of you who are familiar with Ridge Racer will know that. So you've got these two cars here are selectable right from the beginning, playable. You've also got the original Ridge Racer car, and I think that one was also one of their other original ones that you could select. I was terrible at Ridge Racer back in the day. A friend of mine was brilliant at it, and he'd got like the black car and everything. You could unlock a black car, the supercar, in Ridge Racer 1. But I was terrible at it back then, and I didn't really think too much of the graphics or anything. And I stopped playing it. I didn't really play it that much, a little bit in the first place. But getting to the race now. But I kind of wanted Ridge Racer Revolution at one point. In this game, the box that I've got it in, I paid like 50 pence for this game in a charity shop, and the box has £44.99 on it, £44.99, and and it is just like, yeah, that's why I didn't buy it at the time, and I would never fork out 45 quid for this game, not now, not then, and not ever. Unless there are no computer games in existence in the future, and this is the only one, and it costs 45 quid. But yeah, it's pretty much the same game. I think the control system is slightly better. I'm noticing I can play it a little bit better. But apparently, it's like if you take your finger off of accelerate and brake, or put it back, or put your finger back on, you get the power slide. And the way to avoid that, apparently, someone told me this on another video, that you brake and accelerate together, so that stops that. So that's kind of good. I didn't know that at the time. Yeah, it's got very arcade-like graphics. They're extremely dated for driving games. At the time, as soon as I played Gran Turismo, I would never look at this game again. I didn't like it in the first place that much. I know some people really like Ridge Racer. I'm talking about the sequel, this one, as if it is Ridge Racer. I'm aware of that. It pretty much is the same game, but the crashes into the scenery aren't quite so damaging. I think the AI is a little bit more forgiving than the first game. The control of the car seems to be a little bit better. The graphics are about the same. They're a bit pixelated, but there's a good sense of speed. And the commentary is quite funny. He's always chiming in and encouraging you or telling you you're crap or whatever, like the first game. It's kind of cool. It's a nice arcade game, retro arcade game. If you liked it at the time, it might be worth a look. I'm indifferent about it really. It takes me back. That's all. It's got nostalgia value for me, and I'll probably give it a rating higher than I would just based on the gameplay and the graphics and the controls and everything. It's simple controls, but based in nostalgia value, it's got that for me. Takes me right back to the first times I played PlayStation when it first came out, or shortly after it came out. Reminds me a lot of it, especially this car. Those of you who have played the game will recognise this car. Yeah, Gran Turismo ruined every other racing game for me. As soon as I played that, nothing else was getting a look in, and certainly not something like this. Toka was the only thing that came close in my opinion, but not even that had what Gran Turismo had. So I'll probably give this 3 stars out of 5. The graphics are arcade-like at best. The gameplay, it's kind of fun. There's good sense of speed. The controls nice and simple. Accelerate and brake, and steer, obviously. Yeah, it's not too bad. They've improved the first game. I could say that it's definitely an improvement on the first game. There's a bit more of a feel to the cars. Oh, and I can win apparently. I've never won a Ridge Racer race ever, and I just did there. Woohoo! That's great. I've never heard him say that before. I'm a champion, yay! So I like that. The feel of it's a good bit better. It kind of feels like you're driving a car instead of something on ice, like the first game. And I like that there's new cars that you can choose a slightly more of a slight difference in the number of cars you can select from at the beginning. I'm sure there's unlockables in this. I haven't played it. This is the first time I've played it. I did play a race before I put the camera on just to get a feel for it. So yeah, kind of cool, worth a wee look. It's a nice retro-y sort of racing game. Not the best graphics. Fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you have. Please check my channel also, Guitar Hero 1885. I've got more retro game reviews, current video game reviews, and also just tons of different video game reviews. There's also electric guitar lessons on there, and tons of different entertaining stuff. There will be film reviews as well, if I've got round to putting them up there yet, but just have a look and check them out. Just tons of different entertaining types of videos. Just anything I can try and make a video about that's entertaining, that I'm interested in. Thanks again for watching. I'm Guitar Hero 1885. Peace out and have a good one.